Hi everyone, hello. Welcome to the next series of videos where we are going to cover another bunch of very important questions which are asked in interviews related to stacks. Okay, so in these set of videos, we will be talking about infix expressions, postfix expressions, and prefix expressions. Okay, we will talk about what these expressions really are, right? What do they really represent? Okay, and how do you evaluate those expressions? So whenever you deal with this particular topic, okay, always remember that specific to interviews, there could be two types of questions they could be asked. Okay, the first could be evaluation questions, right, where you would be given a infix, postfix, or a prefix expression, and you would have to tell the output programmatically. Okay, and in the second way, what could happen is you will have to do the conversion. Okay, so you could be asked to give or convert infix to postfix. Okay, you could be asked to convert prefix to postfix. Okay, you could be asked to convert postfix to prefix, right? All sort of combinations could really be asked in interviews, right? And you will have to write the programs for both of the scenarios. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll solve a bunch of questions from both of the scenarios and understand how would that work. Okay, but before that, we'll have to also understand what does these expressions really represent, and a few more small important topics that you should know in order to be able to solve questions related to these. Okay, so always know that whenever you are writing complex mathematical expressions, what we do is we generally prefer parentheses, okay, to make the code.
So, before moving forward in the video, if you are somebody who wants to learn the concept of AI engineering and actually make a career in the same field, then you are actually at the right place. Algocamp has launched its first AI engineering cohort in which you will be able to learn state-of-the-art patterns on how to make these real-world production-grade ready AI applications. You will learn all the concepts from beginner to advanced, starting from basics of LLMs, understanding GPT's API, or let's say Claude's API, how you can actually set up RAGs in production, how you can make your own AI agents with a lot of interesting projects as well. You will be making projects including making your own code reviewing agent, making your own RAG pipeline which will be able to handle long running tasks as well, and whatnot. I list all of the projects here and you can pause the video and check out all of them. This particular cohort will also help you understand behind the scenes of an LLM so that you can understand how the LLM actually works, the neural network architecture, the transformers architecture, what was actually running before LLMs like RNNs and LSTMs. All of these concepts of deep learning also we will be actually covering. This particular cohort has been actually made sure that if you are somebody who knows nothing about AI engineering and wants to start your career in AI engineering, you will be able to actually do that. We will provide all of the required fundamentals including Python, basics of Python, fast API, Docker, Git, GitHub, and everything which will help you to start your learning as fast as possible. If you are somebody who is actually looking for a more structured way to learn AI engineering with people who are actually building these products in production, do check out the link in the description section below, and don't forget to use this particular coupon code to get massive discount on the price. So let's get back to the video.
More readable, right? If you know the concept of BODMAS, it will become very relatable to you, and you must have done it in school, right? In computers, what happens is, as humans, although we use parentheses to make the code more readable, computers in which there are expressions with parentheses, it kind of adds a lot of unnecessary work for computers to actually solve those expressions, right? So to minimize the computational work, various notations have been introduced so that it's easy for a computer to do I would say calculations, okay, or do computations. And those are infix and postfix. Okay, first I'll give you an example, and I think post that everything will make sense to you. So whenever we talk about infix expressions, those are the typical mathematical form of expressions that we encounter generally also. Okay, in which what happens is you have an operator, right? And you have operand 1 over here, and you have operand 2 over here. Okay, for example, if let's say I have an expression of this form, right? This is in the infix form. And how the expression can be decoded is, right, first you will add B and C, correct? First you will add B and C, and then whatever the result for this is, it will be multiplied by A, and then whatever the result for this is will be divided by D for the final answer, correct? Similar to that, whenever we talk about prefix, right, for prefix expressions, the difference is pre, okay? So what happens is you have the operator first, okay? Then you have the operand 1, and then you have the operand 2, okay? So if A plus B is what you write, here it will be plus AB, something like this, okay? Because the operator will come first, then operand 1 and operand 2. Post that we have postfix, and I think with this you will understand what I'm trying to do over here. You have operand 1, you have operand 2, and then you have the operator, okay? So this is A, B and plus, okay? So understand the overall idea over here, right? What happens is whenever you're dealing with infix expressions, right, the concept of precedence and associativity comes into play, because you have to follow the relevant rules to do the computation. If I will not put this, right, you will have to kind of go by the formula of the precedence, right, where this addition needs to be done first, right, then the result to be multiplied and then divided, right? So to make the expressions more easy to understand and compute, we add a brackets, correct, parentheses. But remember, computers don't really understand, and it's a lot of heavy operation for them to be actually calculating and computing through brackets. So what they do is, whatever infix expression you wrote, which is again readable for you, computers actually convert it to either prefix or postfix, because it is more readable for them over here, okay? And you will see when we will evaluate these expressions also, that the concept of BODMAS and all does not have to be applied over here, okay? That concept simply goes away. The very purpose of introducing prefix and the postfix expression was that you don't have to bother about the typical precedence rules, right? You can just go with the typical ordering of the elements over here, or the operands and the operators, and you do the computation to find the final answer, okay? The concept will become more clear when we will do the evaluation, but just for the basic purpose, know how the syntax and the basic idea for these operators really work, okay? Just to give you probably a few set of examples more for a better visualization. Let's say if I have infix, this is prefix, and then let's say if I have to find the corresponding postfix expression, infix is plus A plus B, prefix is plus AB, and postfix is AB plus. If in infix I write A plus B minus C, right, in prefix what happens is you do the similar formula over here to do the conversion. First you will do A plus B, so this is plus AB, right? And then whatever the result is for this is basically done minus C. So minus as an operator comes first and C comes later. Okay, so this kind of expressions have already defined the ordering of the elements based on what this is. Let's see for postfix and you will understand. See, based on the precedence, you do plus first. So this is A, B plus. Okay, and whatever the result for this is basically subtracted with C. Okay, so in that case, what will happen over here is this is operator 1. Sorry, this is operand 1. This is operand 2, and then operator. Okay. Let's take a slightly more complex example where we have A plus B into C minus D. Okay, so in this case, again, follow the same idea. First, you will do AB. So this is A plus B, AB plus, something like this. Okay, and then whatever the result is, this is what? Operand 1. C is what? Operand 2. And the result will be multiplied. Okay, and then whatever the result for this is basically subtracted with D. Okay, so operand 1 is this, operand 2 is this, and the operator comes in the start because it's a prefix expression. Similar, let's try to do for postfix. This is first, so this is A, B plus. Then all of the result of this is multiplied by C. So operand 1, operand 2, and then the sign. Okay. And then all of this is subtracted with D. So operand 1, operand 2, and then the sign. Okay. And now what you will see is when we will do the evaluation of the prefix and the postfix expressions, now we don't have to really bother about the fact that brackets are there or not, because the ordering has been defined in such a way that the BODMAS rule does not have to be followed over here. Okay, so always remember that prefix and postfix notations are methods of writing mathematical expressions without parentheses. Okay, I will write this down over here as well. Prefix and postfix notations, okay, are methods of writing mathematical expressions without parentheses. Okay, this is what the major benefit of prefix and postfix notations is, right? You let go of all of those rules. So first, let's do one thing. Let's first try to follow the bunch of questions which are related to conversion. Okay, and then we will take up the questions which are related to evaluations. Okay, these are the only two set of questions which could be asked. Okay, and these are the only two set of questions which I think different combinations of it could be asked in interviews, right? So there are again, when we will discuss the problems also, there could be multiple ways of doing this, right? But understand that eventually it will boil down in one of these categories only. Okay, but the purpose of the very first video was to kind of help you become comfortable with all of these technologies and the way how these expressions are being really used, and what was the really purpose of doing that, right? Because if you use prefix and postfix, it actually makes the life of computers very easy in terms of computations that they really need to do. Okay, so I hope the objective of the very first video is absolutely clear to all of you and you understand all the three expressions. What you could also do is maybe take some more infixed expressions from the internet, right? And for better clarity, if you understand the concept of not, you could try converting those expressions into prefix and postfix to see if you have a better grasp on this or not. Okay. In the next set of videos, we'll start with the questions which are related to conversions and evaluations. Thank you so much.